From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Michael, it's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, buddy. Why don't you tell Roz what it is you just texted into us?
So I was just saying that I miss when Roz used to ask you for the printout from the printer before doing the news. Like, it's just as much part of the routine as the rest of it, and it kind of fell off.
Okay, I know. So the way it used to go was I used to say, hey, Mocha, are you ready? And then Mocha would say,
yeah. And
then I would go, let's do the news. And then we would roll the intro for the news. And as the intro for the news was happening, I would hit print on the news. Mm-hmm. And the way that the room was configured is that the printer was right behind Mocha. And so I would always then say, Mocha, please reach around and grab my news off the printer. And it always went like that. And then we moved studios. They built us a brand new studio years ago. And I now have monitors in front of me where I can read the news. Because in the old studio, if I was looking at Mocha, my monitor was like off to the side. So I wouldn't be able to like read the news off a monitor and still manage to look at Mocha. But they gave me all these monitors. I have 3 monitors in front of me now. And then the printer is way on the other side of the room.
Oh.
Also, the environment.
What about the environment?
Digital age.
But there was a lot of paper.
Come on, 2 sheets a day. Okay, let's not worry about my footprint with 2 sheets a day.
But that was with smaller font. Your eyesight
I
now.
know, you're right.
I
know. I went from a 9 to a 13 in those years.
Oh boy. That's with your readers.
Yes. But no, so I do miss it. That was one of the things when we actually moved into this new studio. One of the things we had talked about was, do we ask engineering to move the printers so it's still behind
There ain't
Mocha?
no room though.
No, I know you
Behind
just can, and it's a whole new place.
And they also said no, idiots.
I know. But because there's one thing, like if you listen to the show, like there's one thing that we love, which is, we love like a catchphrase, and we love a gimmick, and we love all that stuff. And it was just such a part of the way that we did the news every day that, I sort of, I missed it for a long time.
Okay, well, Michael, seeing as how we are minutes away from, actually seconds away from doing the news, after Roz yells out and we run the intro, would you like for him to like kick it old school, say it, and then we'll just print a bunch of stuff?
That would be amazing. If you could do this one time, that would be so good.
Okay. It's going to have to be symbolic because my computer isn't actually hooked up to the printer here in the studio.
Oh my God. Just email it to me.
Okay, I'll email it to you.
Can you print and get my news off the printer?
All right. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I do that. I'll send it to you right now. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
Later, Michael.
Later.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon out there promoting Air with Viola Davis. This is the story of
I can't wait for this movie.
Nike struck the deal with Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan's mom. She was the one that brokered the whole thing.
Thanks, Mom.
And it's always good to see Matt Damon and Ben Affleck sort of, doing their thing together because everybody's kind of got a soft spot, right? Like ever since
they're bros.
Yeah, they're bros. And the Good Will Hunting run, and then the Oscar speech when they won for writing that movie. It was a real great moment.
Yeah.
But they haven't actually worked together in a very, very long time. And so this is the sort of reunion. And when you're talking to Matt and Ben, you have to talk about the old days when they were coming up and just how close they were. And this is Ben and Matt talking about sharing a bank account when they were young.
People don't realize how close you guys were, even though they know you're like aligned in a lot of ways. And these guys were buddies and they wrote this movie. But I don't think people realize like the actual best friend, like share. I don't even have a friend that I would have shared a checking account with. That's unusual.
Yeah, well, we had this shared
That's a nice way
dream
of saying
too.
weird, Bill.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, it was unusual, but it was also like we needed the money for auditions for trips to New York. So that's what the money was for. It was like you were allowed to go to New York with the money. You could go to the camera. We were allowed to take out $10 and get quarters and go to 1001 and play video games. That was another use of the money we were allowed.
Nice.
And eventually, we were allowed to try to buy beer, like which never worked. But
and that's how we went broke with that.
But it's a weird thing in retrospect. Like we've reflected on that.
It felt like we're going to help each other and be here for each other, and it's hard enough. And let's try to do this together. I mean, can you imagine how happy I was when that Bourne movie worked? Boy,
that's great.
I wonder if it's still an active account, or if they shut it down. Like, I wonder if there's still like $10 in the Matt and Ben account. Just to keep it alive.
I think the account still exists, but it belongs to one of them.
You think so?
Yeah, not with like the $10. Like it's actively.
You think so?
Yes.
It's not just like sitting there as that joint account?
No. I think it's like, something inside me says that Matt Damon has access to that account.
He sort of took that over.
Yeah. You think when the two of them, because they're such good friends, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like they do every project together, but when they do a project together, it's special. And with this movie Air, do you think that the two of them up the acting because they didn't want to disappoint the other person? Because they're such good friends?
No.
Like I'm gonna provide the best acting.
No,
because I don't want to disappoint you as my buddy.
No, because Ben Affleck directed it, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So, and he's he's been nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah, no, he's great.
They're
He's great.
both. I think that it's probably way less pressure, and I think that a movie like this was probably a hell of a lot of fun for both of them.
Yeah.
The writers' room account for Stranger Things is shooting down a story that came out the other day that said Millie Bobby Brown turned down a $12 million offer to do an 11 spin-off film.
What?
So that was the story, is that because we all know that Stranger Things is coming to an end.
Yeah.
And the story was that they offered Millie Bobby Brown $12 million to do a one-off film based on 11, and she turned it down. So the writer's room tweeted out this. They said, there's nothing in this article that is true. They continued, don't know why we have to keep debunking this rumor, but get those clicks, you guys. So I guess from the writer's room, their angle is there isn't even a movie, let alone an offer, right?
I don't know. It sounds like some trickery from Vecna. Don't want you to know the truth. Trying to take over.
I mean, to me, that seems like a doable thing, but
it is.
But do you want an 11 spin-off movie without the other guys in it? Like, remember that one season? I don't know whether it was 2 or 3, where they sent her to the city and she met all those other jabronis.
Season 2, yeah.
Season 2, where it just wasn't good. Yeah. Right. I don't want to see 11 on her own.
No, and I think that if they did a movie and it bombed, it would just ruin the legacy of Stranger Things.
Yes.
I think we got everything. We now know everything we need to know about 11.
Yeah.
I don't need to see 11 on an adventure.
Right.
Fighting other things from the upside down.
Right. What about if it was like a comedy?
Well, now
she goes to college and it's like hijinks and joins a sorority, like all that stuff. Like, what if it was like that? Uses her powers on football games and like this kind of thing. I might watch that.
I need to see a script.
There is an old debate that has been given new life thanks to a tweet from one airline passenger. So they were trying to bring food onto their flight, and you always have to follow the TSA rules. Mm-hmm. And the TSA stopped this individual because the TSA considers peanut butter to be a liquid. So then the question is peanut butter a liquid?
Well, it's liquefied, right?
Is it?
Really? I don't consider
what would you call it? A smear?
So peanut butter.
Bro, don't ever call
it's such a gross term.
Smear again. That's so disgusting.
So peanut butter falls under the same liquid classification as toothpaste, moisturizers, creams, mascaras, jams, and jelly. All these things, including peanut butter, are, yes, allowed, but they have to follow the 3 ounces or less rule.
I just thought you couldn't bring peanut butter because of
Nut allergies and stuff.
Yeah. Got it out of respect.
So the TSA released their own statement after this tweet saying, you may not be nuts about it, but TSA, I know, but the TSA considers your peanut butter a liquid. A liquid has no definite shape and takes the shape of its container. Yeah, but so does hair.
Hair?
You know what I mean? If I had a jar full of hair... right?
First of all,
that's going to take the shape of the container as well.
They would take you to like the security office.
But is it that a liquid?
They
wouldn't, right?
They wouldn't even give you the pat down. They'd be like, "Follow us."
But
sir.
that's a very vague.
Sir, come with us, please.
That's a very vague thing, though, right? Has no definitive shape and takes the shape of its container. You could say that about a lot of things. Sand.
I've brought sand back.
Yes.
Yeah,
not
you
allowed.
can bring sand back. You can. Can you not?
No.
Sand?
No, I don't think.
Yeah, look, if you go to Beautiful Beach and then
No.
you fill up a little jar with sand.
No,
I've done that twice.
No, because of
Portugal.
things that grow in it and stuff like that.
Nothing grows in sand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you don't know. Like something
bugs
may
and-
be in there.
Yeah, they don't like you to bring sand back
Get
at
an
all. That's
ecosystem.
like they don't like you to bring apples back either. You can't bring fruit. They don't like you to bring
What
fruit.
about cheese? Because Matthew's family's bringing cheese from Portugal.
I think cheese might be okay, but I don't know how much cheese you're allowed to bring. I'm no cheese expert when it comes to flying.
So hold on. So if I wanted to bring cheese whiz,
No.
No, that's a liquid.
Yes.
Hey, what about crunchy peanut butter?
No, same thing.
Sticker.
No. Yeah, you can
'cause
bring
that one has full nuts.
You can bring a block of cheese, but you cannot melt the cheese, which is interesting.
How would it even keep?
What, cheese?
Yeah.
I think you wrap it. People bring lobster back. You ever been on one of those planes where you got the lobster box?
bruh.
Yeah, but that's in like I
Bruh.
guess ice or something.
Okay.
Fried ice.
Listen.
I am never comfortable when they stick that thing above me in the overhead, a box with holes, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
Yo.
Little turbulence. And there's no lock on that box. It's like what you carry beer out of the liquor store with. It's a
Not
little
to-
tiny thing of cardboard.
Not to out my parents.
Yeah.
Are they up listening? Probably not. Whatever.
What do they bring back?
They, I hope when they're at the airport, every single time they come back from Guyana,
Oh, no.
I'm always like, I hope they don't get asked to open up their luggage.
Oh, no.
Bro, the amount of stuff they bring back. like,
It's just terrible.
oh, bro, like I'm sure like the fruits and veg, like they're not allowed here.
No,
Right?
you're not
Things-
allowed.
Things that are like in jars that have been wrapped in like saran wrap and then foil and then saran wrap and then foil, saran wrap and then wrapped up inside of like a pair of jeans and shoved to the back, the very bottom. I'm waiting for that phone call one day.
Yup.
Sir, your parents, you gotta come collect them. Also, you gotta pay this fine.
Yo, come get your mule. So from all reports, this is not going to be an April Fool's Day prank. But if you are currently verified on Twitter, like old school legacy blue check Twitter, you are going to lose that on April 1st unless you sign up for Twitter Blue and pay $8 a month over the web or $11 through the app.
No.
They're taking away the blue check mark
Take it.
unless you pay.
No.
For companies and brands, if you want to maintain your, have you seen those gold check marks that people have now?
Yeah.
Businesses.
Well, that looks sweet, huh?
Don't tell me you're gonna pay.
Hell no! You know what? You know what they're going to charge companies? So Twitter verified organizations. It's a brand new program on Twitter that is going to cost companies to get either the gray or the gold check. Will cost companies $1,000 a month and $50 a month for each additional affiliate sub account.
Don't do it. Don't do it, everybody.
I might.
Shut up, Shem!
Listen. Unlike you guys, I'm not verified on Instagram, right? And we all know how that makes me feel.
Yeah, I know.
Twitter's the only place where I have verification.
Oh, is it?
It really is.
Oh, and they're going to take that
They'll
away
take
from
it
you?
away from me?
Oh, wait a
no.
second. So wait a second. Are you going to pay $8 a month?
I mean, I wouldn't admit it on the radio.
Well, we're going to know.
Oh, I guess you'll know.
I swear to God, bro, if we see a gold check mark next to your name,
He can't though. He'd have to switch to a business.
Yeah, that's easy
you
though.
think the business of Shem?
Hey, I'm a businessman.
Shimmick. Yeah.
But the blue ones will lose all meaning then, and if you have to pay for it, it's not.
They already did. Blue has lost all meaning now. Everybody's verified on Twitter now. When you look at every jabroni on Twitter, they're all
You
verified.
just email whoever. Be like, yo, let me get this check mark.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, done.
No problem. Last night at the Toronto Maple Leafs Florida Panthers game, singer Ryan Michael James forgot the words to "O Canada," and as we've seen countless times before, if you forget the words to the national anthem, it is never good to improv. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Here to honor Canada and the United States with performances of "O Canada," Ryan Michael James.
It starts off fine. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Our home and native land.
You can tell.
True patriot love in all of us command.
Sounds all right.
Fall in love with Zion.
Oh no! We what?
Love strong and free.
Bruh.
From far and wide, oh Canada,
oh, no.
we stand on guard for thee.
Come on, bro. He's got it now.
God keep our land.
And he
glorious and free.
Oh, listen to that crowd.
I know, they're helping him out. And this is Florida too, right? I mean, there's so many Canadians in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, so they help him out a lot.
All right, he's got his confidence back.
And before the game, he posted a shirtless picture of himself.
Sure did.
Right? And all it wrote was trying to learn the words to "O Canada," but really it was just a shirtless selfie that he took in the mirror.
He ain't learning nothing,
right,
bro.
He ain't learning nothing. So let's go through some of the other awesome...
Hold on. Before, I just got to relive this moment again.
Love strong and free.
Oh, wait, no, this part.
Yeah.
Of us. Fall in love with Zion.
The what?
Poor guy. It sounded like he said Goldilocks fall in love. I don't know like where he's going with that.
Fall in love with Zion.
Goldilocks, don't be shy?
Yeah, something like that.
Fall in love with Zion.
Or golden love and in golden love, whatever.
Fall in love with Zion.
Inside of something.
Yeah, you're right. Golden love inside of something. So everybody's going in on this guy. Dammit Morey had a chance to literally just moments ago speak to Ryan Michael James.
What do you want to say to all of Canada right now about your rendition?
Yeah, so I was actually a last-minute replacement. I found out 2 hours before the show that I was actually going on, and I had 2 hours to learn the national anthem for Canada, which I was not familiar with before doing this gig. They told me that the words would be on the screen, and they were not. So I kind of just panicked, and I, as much as I rehearsed it, I panicked, and I blacked out. Couldn't get back to where I needed to be. Canada, I am so sorry for flubbing the lyrics. I promise you it was not intentional. I did my best and was not given adequate time to prepare for it because I was a last-minute replacement, and this is my own fault, but there's a lot of extenuating factors that contribute, and I got nervous and I choked and couldn't figure out where I was in the song. So I do apologize.
That was Ryan Michael James from last night. Feel bad for the guy, but that's not going to stop us. I got so many more of these brutal anthems to get through. I don't even know where this one's from.
From far and wide, may they stand on guard.
I need the words.
Yeah, I think so. But the classic that everybody sort of reverts back to, this is the sort of benchmark of screwing up O Canada to which all other O Canada screw-ups will be measured against. This is Dennis Casey Parks, and during the game, he was credited as Greg Bartholomew for some reason. But this is when the CFL expanded into Vegas in '94. And when people tend to, and you heard it a little bit from the guy last night, when people tend to screw up O Canada, they revert to O Christmas Tree, the melody for O Christmas Tree. So this is Greg Bartholomew.
Oh, Canada.
Canada, our home and native land.
Oh, no.
True patriot love in all thy son's command. With growing hearts we see thee rise, the true and strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I actually like this version now.
Merry
I'm starting to
Christmas.
like it.
From far and
One more time.
wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Guys, I just fell in love with our country all over again.
Shawn Mendes was doing an interview where he was talking about Tommy Hilfiger. And I guess they were showing him a bunch of stuff from Tommy Hilfiger. And they showed Shawn Mendes the brand new crop tops, which I think were designed for ladies. But Shawn Mendes is now encouraging men to re-embrace the crop top.
I also love the crop. I think the crop tops they're super beautiful. They look great on men. They look great on men. So don't be afraid to pick them up, guys. They look good.
Right?
You've been saying that for years, right, Roz?
I used to have a crop top.
Would you still?
Would I still?
Was it a normal
No,
size
I'm
shirt?
a
You're
mess
just
down
that
there.
tall?
I'm like, it's not good. Nobody wants to see that.
No, like at home. I'm not talking about like, you know,
Like
in
wear it
public.
around at home? A full crop?
Okay. At the cottage.
No, I would have no reason to wear a full crop.
Why not? You should just try it just to gauge the reaction from
No, like I
Catherine
used
and
no,
Roxy.
like I used to wear crop. Like I wore a crop top like back in the day when like it was attractive for men to wear crop tops. Like I had like a crop top that I would wear with jean shorts. And my jean shorts were so short that you could see the pocket. The pockets hung lower than the hem of the short. You know what I'm saying?
Picture it didn't happen.
Long hair too?
Well, of course with the long hair.
Oh, flowing long hair and a crop.
Could you see the bum cheeks?
Just
like the bottom of the bum cheeks?
No, it wasn't that short. It wasn't that short. Also, like, how low do you think my bum cheeks were hanging? It's just regular bum cheeks. Like,
No,
you
I
can
know,
go
but
pretty
sometimes
high.
you can go pretty high on the shorts.
Yeah, but that would have to go up on an angle if you wanted to see my bum cheeks. Yeah. The shorts didn't go up on an angle.
What do you mean, Roz?
Of what?
The bum cheek thing.
Don't fall for the trap.
What are you talking about? I just said I don't have big bum cheeks.
Oh.
Shut up, Shem. Son of a- New couple alert.
Who?
Did you see that video of Harry Styles and Emily Ratajkowski making out?
Bro, wasn't she just dating?
Pete Davidson?
No, Eric.
Eric Andre.
Yes,
Yeah.
the comedian.
Yeah.
When did they break up? I thought they were still together.
I don't know.
There was like 2 weeks ago. There was like an interview with him talking about like how lovely the relationship is.
Yeah, let me read you this. The pair were seen intensely making out with each other in a heated moment of PDA. The video showcases the couple making out like their lives depend on it, while cameras record from just meters away.
Oh, this late night.
He looks like a
talking.
good kisser.
Right? Yeah, it was steamy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I watched it a couple times.
Her arms wrapped around.
No, she's touching his face. Like, and they're outside. They're just like leaning up against like a minivan. Just going for it.
Yo, mom and dad tings.
Right? Yes.
Holy. Where were his arms? Was his arms like wrapped around her waist or
no? What
Back of her head.
I don't even think
they were
so.
moving.
No, I
They
think
were
he was
moving.
holding her hand in front of him.
Oh.
Like sort of, I think that's the way
face
it was.
touching is very important when
Yeah,
kissing.
her hand was up on his face, I believe. And they were going for it. New couple alert. Apparently, an eyewitness tells ET that Selena Gomez and Zayn Malik were out Saturday night.
Oh, Zayn.
They walked into a restaurant holding hands and were kissing. Most of the people in the restaurant and the restaurant staffers didn't even notice them. It seemed like they were very comfortable together, they say, and it was clear that this was a date.
All right. The same weekend that was the anniversary of Zayn leaving One Direction.
Was it? I'm there to comfort you. It's going to be a rough weekend.
Right?
Yep. Last week, Adam Sandler, the big ceremony for the Mark Twain Prize of American Humor happened, and some of it aired this weekend. And these are people who are all there to honor Adam Sandler, the recipient of the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Here is a little bit of Conan O'Brien talking about Adam Sandler.
I come before you tonight to state, in complete honesty and sincerity, you're making a terrible, terrible mistake. No award has screwed up this badly since a MacArthur Genius Grant was given to Vin Diesel.
Come on, Conan.
Seriously, people have not been this shocked since I won a Latin Grammy. It was 2019. Look it up. Shakira and I. Killed it.
I'm Conan.
And here is Ben Stiller.
There's something about him, his work. It all feels effortless. It almost seems, I don't want to say lazy because that's not the right word. And I don't have a better word, so for now, let's go with lazy. But under the surface, there's just so much more to it. There has to be. How else can you explain a crazy Hanukkah song that's really, it's incredible.
Classic.
And it's really just a list of rhyming celebrity names, and yet it goes multi-platinum and has become a holiday radio staple that my daughter forces us all to listen to after we light the candles every year.
So good. It's nice. Mariah Carey's birthday today. How do you celebrate this day, damn it, Maury?
Matthew got a cake.
You really?
Yeah, it's in the fridge.
What kind of cake?
You guys have a
Oh, wait, can I guess?
You'll
Is it
never
like
get it.
funfetti?
No, I bet some gluten-free vegan thing, right?
$40 cake because it's vegan.
$40?
Yeah.
How far in advance did you have to order this cake?
Oh, no, they always have it in their freezer section, but it's our favorite. But it's also the Mariah's favorite color. So.
Which is?
Pink, yet lavender.
So what kind of cake is it?
Oh, it's like a chocolate raspberry kind of puddingy cake
Now, do you sing happy birthday to Mariah at home?
Yes, of course we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you put candles on the cake?
No, because nobody knows how old she really is.
Oh, well, 53 is what it
or
says
54.
Here. Or 54. 53
is that
or
the
54.
controversy?
Yeah, every year she's always this or that.
Really?
Yeah.
And nobody's been able to figure that out?
Depends on who you ask.
Oh, well, what does she say?
She says 12.
12. Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah.
She
I
says
understand if somebody said 21, but when
no,
you ask
she's
a
eternally 12.
12?
Yeah.
I don't trust people like that, man.
So, you don't sing you do sing happy birthday?
No candles, though.
No candles.
No candles. Okay, and then...
Also, I don't think you can put a candle in this cake. It's too... Blah, blah, blah.
Like too like it's not stable enough?
Yeah, it's too like wobbly. It's like,
like
Jell-O?
custard?
It's not Jell-O. It's kind of like puddingy.
Oh.
Like hard pudding.
So...
Sounds disgusting.
Yo, Mariah would be so proud. Yeah. That's so gross. Now, do you guys listen? Is there a specific song, specific album, or do you just kind of have like a playlist?
We listen to the Emancipation of Mimi album.
Her best album,
What's
by the
on
way.
that one?
We Belong Together.
We Belong Together. It's like that, which is my favorite song.
Yeah. Yo, that's
I
her best
came
album.
Who knows more tracks on that album? Okay, so you both know those two.
Give it to Mocha. I don't know. Those are the two.
You
that I
only
know.
You said it's her best album, and you can only name
Mocha
two
said
songs?
it's her best album.
You also said it was her best album.
I agreed with Mocha.
Okay, yes, you did agree with Mocha. So you can only name two songs on what Mariah Carey you feel her best album is?
Because those are my two favorite, right?
But what else is on there?
Name one more song.
Off that album?
Yeah.
Of that particular album?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Wow. You know what I mean?
Matthew's the bigger fan.
You know what I mean?
I'm just there to support my husband.
No.
Can I Google?
No, you can't Google.
Emancipation.
Stop typing.
Mocha. Okay.
Yeah, this is a great album. Look at all these songs. 14 songs on here, Maury.
How many were number one?
3 of them.
Who asked that question?
Actually, no.
You
Hold on.
know who asked that question, Maury? A fan.
Oh, Shake It Off is a great song.
Oh, that's a good Shake It Off.
Bro, come on now.
Mariah would be
cake
so
for-
proud.
No cake for you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jonathan Majors was seen leaving a New York City courthouse on Saturday wearing a hat that simply had the word freedom written across the front. A judge released Majors without bail in his Saturday arraignment after he was charged with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. He is due back in court in May. There's sort of two different stories floating around, one from Variety, one from TMZ.
When did this happen? Like Friday or Saturday?
So Friday or Saturday. So there's two sort of, the TMZ story says that he was out with his girlfriend and they got into an argument while in a taxi on the way home. And TMZ sources say that the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors and she confronted him trying to sneak a peek at his phone. And then that's when it all sort of went off the rails, where he allegedly grabbed her and allegedly slapped her with his hand around her neck. TMZ is also reporting that it was the girlfriend who was dropped off at a different location and then went to the police the following morning, where Variety is reporting that it was actually Jonathan Majors who was the one that made the 911 call. And whenever there is some sort of domestic dispute, somebody has to be arrested, so they can't just leave it alone. So the police, without incident, took Jonathan Majors into custody. His lawyers say Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. They go on to say, we are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the DA with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. So two very different stories.
When charges get dropped,
yeah,
you being arrested doesn't end up anywhere, does it?
No.
Still?
No.
It just erased?
No. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess that's the sort of protocol for domestic incidents, that somebody has to be removed, right? Yeah. And so that's what went on. Oh, Zachary Levi, this story's crazy. So John Wick over the weekend, John Wick 4 set the franchise record. So it did $73.5 million domestically and $137.5 million worldwide. Wow. That is huge numbers. And this is the week after Shazam opened to sort of lackluster reviews and didn't do as well financially as they had hoped. And so now everybody's kind of like pitting Zachary Levi, because there's a lot of Zachary Levi haters out there, and I really didn't know why. Like it's sort of crazy. So there's a video floating around where it looks like Zachary Levi takes a shot at John Wick.
It's on his Instagram. He posted it on his Instagram.
No. There's a video floating around that looks like Zachary Levi takes a shot at John Wick. So here's the edited video.
Listen, I love Keanu Reeves. If you want to go see John Wick and go for it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to. But John Wick's not a family movie. So if you're looking for a movie for your family or your date or whatever, or you just don't want to get into like hardcore, pop, go see Shazam! Fury of the Gods. We are a far better film, and those of you who have seen the movie know this.
Okay, so that is the edited clip where he's talking about John Wick and then says, we are a far better film, and everybody knows this. It's not what he said. He's not talking about Shazam being a far better film than John Wick is. So here's the unedited version from his socials.
And this weekend, I think John Wick comes out. Listen, I love Keanu Reeves. If you want to go see John Wick and go for it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to. But John Wick's not a family movie. So if you're looking for a movie for your family or your date or whatever, or you just don't want to get into like hardcore, pop, go see Shazam! Fury of the Gods. You will thoroughly enjoy it. It is a throwback to all of the movies that we knew and loved when we were growing up in the 80s and the 90s, guys. It's Amblin, it's Lucasfilm. It feels all like that. Is it a perfect film? No, I don't. I'm hard-pressed to think of perfect films. But we are a far better film than some of these critics, reviewers have given us credit for.
Wait, so where did the other clip come from?
It's edited. So they took what he said and then they cut it to make it seem like he's taking a shot at John Wick. People. And then that's the clip that's everywhere today. So that other clip where it sounds like he's saying Shazam.
The funny thing is, earlier in that
movie.
video, he actually says, I bet you people are going to take this and edit it.
Sure.
Oh,
and they did, and that's the one.
guy.
That's the one that's going around today.
Damn, man.
I know. Hey, Adele was supposed to wrap up her Vegas residency over the weekend, and then she goes out on stage and says this to the audience.
Playing to 4,000 people for 34 nights is not enough, and I know that. I know it's not enough, so I am coming back.
Yeah.
2 weeks in June, I'm going to film it and I'm going to release it to make sure that anyone that wants to see this. And then I'll be back from the summer. I'll be back in August until the end of fall. Not only is this an underplay, but also it's such a vibe in this room.
Okay, so she's going to come back and do more shows, and she's going to film it and do a special for all the people. But I find that woman screaming, like, it's interesting because Adele was like, I'm not done, I'm coming back. And she loses her mind. Girl, you were already at the show.
I know, but maybe she want to go again.
I am coming back.
It's like, you're already there.
Like she's gonna book another trip to Vegas.
It's not like you missed it and then
I
you're
know.
finding this
Like,
news
oh,
out.
no.
Right?
I missed out.
Yeah, no. Like, you're there.
I am coming back.
That's so wild to me.
Adele fans, next level.
During the fourth day of the Gwyneth Paltrow trial on Friday, they went into the collision. So there is a 76-year-old former optometrist, Terry Sanderson, who is suing Gwyneth Paltrow because he says that she ran into him on a ski slope, hurting his head. There was like damages and all this other stuff. She claims that he ran into her. He's suing Paltrow for $300,000. So here is a little bit of Gwyneth's story from the stand where she didn't know what was going on.
Number 3?
Yes, please.
Good friends with Taylor Swift?
No, the other one.
I just wanted to make sure that I got this all right. I didn't know if it was an intentional assault of a sexual nature. Right. Was he grinding and thrusting or something, or just the noises? What made you think it was a sexual assault?
So that was a quick thought that went through my head when I was trying to reconcile what was happening. I was skiing and 2 skis came between my skis, forcing my legs apart, and then there was a body pressing against me, and there was a very strange grunting noise. So my brain was trying to make sense of what was happening. I thought, is this a practical joke? Is someone like doing something perverted? This is really, really strange. My mind was going very, very quickly, and I was trying to ascertain what was happening.
Okay. I think you said, I didn't know if it was an accident, but he was groaning and grunting in a very disturbing way.
Yes, there was a sort of groan coming out of his mouth.
Okay. Then you said, I froze.
Yes.
We kept skiing.
Right.
We went to the right.
Yes.
We came crashing down together.
That's right.
Okay. You said this man was behind me on the mountain. My knee and our skis were still sort of tangled up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Is that yes?
Yes. Sorry.
Wow.
So then they started questioning Gwyneth Paltrow about her friendship with Taylor Swift. So the reason for this is that when Taylor Swift countersued, remember that DJ where there was the assault where he grabbed Taylor Swift and then the whole thing went to court, and Taylor Swift sued for $1, which was quite symbolic, plus legal fees, but she sued for $1. So in this case, Gwyneth Paltrow is doing the same thing with this optometrist. She's suing for $1 plus legal fees. So this is his lawyer questioning Gwyneth Paltrow as to whether maybe she got this idea from Taylor Swift.
Good friends with Taylor Swift?
No.
Overruled?
You're not good friends with Taylor Swift?
I would not say we're good friends. We are friendly. I've taken my kids to one of her concerts before, but we don't talk very often.
You've never given Miss Swift personal, intimate gifts for Christmas?
Your Honor.
What?
Relevance, or I would like a bench trial.
Well, she's just said that she wasn't friends with her, so I'm inquiring on that.
Damn.
Okay, right? The court is so weird, man. Like when it's not on like when it's not scripted television court, when it's like this kind of court, it's so awkward. Like everything is so awkward.
Are you in contact with the rest of the Avengers still?
I know, exactly. Are you a exactly?
Miss Peppa Potts.
The price of gyms, there's some bougie gyms that have been opening lately, and they don't even call them gyms. They call them like wellness destinations and social wellness clubs.
Hit me, I'm here for it.
So they've opened a lot nationally, and there's a few that have popped up in the States and then here in Canada as well. I think it's called Mat Fitness Club is one that opened in Los Angeles last month.
Tell me.
So for $350 a month, you get spin and Pilates classes, a co-working space, a pool, a nap room, a salt sauna, and astrology workshops.
Oh, yeah?
At the gym.
I'm into it. Okay, go. What else?
There's another one called Remedy Place, which is a social wellness club that opened in West Hollywood. Now, applicants, the thing with these gyms is that the process to gain entry into these gyms is horrendous, right? So like that last one, the High Mat Club, you have to have a application, a letter of referral.
From who?
Interviews, in-person interviews, and then they go and they do a deep dive through all of your social media to find out if you are somebody that they want to represent their gym. This Remedy Place in West Hollywood, they go through the exact same application process, an interview, social media deep dive, all of this stuff. Membership for this place ranges between $595 a month to $2,750 a month. For the gym, where you get everything from cryotherapy, IV drips, a hyperbolic oxygen chamber, lymphatic compression suits, meditation classes, sound baths, and so much more, all for the low, low price of $2,750 a month.
You didn't say all of that before you told me the price.
Right. Oh, yeah. Does that change it now?
Yo, IV drip?
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yes, IV drip.
You can't do that. You can't make people apply.
Why not? IV drip. Let's talk about AI real quick here.
Oh, God. Okay.
So according to a new research paper, they claim that a staggering amount of employees could see their careers impacted by the rise of ChatGPT. Researchers from OpenAI and the University of Pennsylvania argued in a new research paper that 80% of the U.S. workforce could have at least 10% of their work tasks affected by ChatGPT. They also found that about 19% of workers may find 50% of their duties impacted by ChatGPT or general purpose technologies.
You just said duty.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see ChatGPT make that joke. Okay. Got to think fast, ChatGPT.
Researchers stress that doesn't equate to tasks being fully automated by ChatGPT, but that the technology could save workers, quote, a significant amount of time completing a large share of their tasks. So it's not necessarily that people will start to be replaced by ChatGPT. It's just certain aspects of their job that maybe take up a good portion of their day could then be streamlined to then take seconds because of ChatGPT.
Oh, come at me, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready for the influx.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Challenge accepted.
Okay.
What are you going to do, ChatGPT?
Okay. I'm sure if you went to ChatGPT right now and said, what are you going to do, ChatGPT?
Yeah.
It would come up with something.
Probably.
Yeah.
But then I just turned the power off on the computer.
Oh, and that's
can't do that then.
Poor Bianca Andreescu. I don't know if you saw this yesterday. She was at the Miami Open.
She made it to like the fourth round, right?
The round of 16, and I guess she rolled her ankle and was just in so much pain. She had to be taken out on a wheelchair. So here is the aftermath of Bianca going down.
Oh no, she's had so many problems with injury, hasn't she?
Oh no! What can I bring?
Oh no!
I've never felt this on your face before. I'll get some towels and then. Yeah, I'll get that.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Andreescu does get helped up to her feet.
We will help you doing it.
And Alexandrova goes in for the embrace. Unfair. Just unfair.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, due to an injury, Miss Andreescu has to retire.
Man, that sucks.
Alexandra wins 6-7-6. Lovely.
So The result seems secondary and borderline inconsequential at the moment, but we're obliged to tell you how it affects the tournament. Alexandrova gets through with the retirement. She'll play Petra Kvitova now in the quarterfinals.
Which Bianca was out to a great start, too, at the tournament. And she's had a long history of injuries. She tore her meniscus in 2019, right after winning that huge U.S. Open against Serena Williams, if you remember that. And she was like, she won it, and then she was on crutches for like a year.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
poor
I know.
girl.
Heartbreaking, huh?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
White Lotus, we knew it was going to be Asia somewhere for season 3 because Mike White had said that he was looking to focus on death and Eastern religion and spirituality. And apparently, Mike White is now touring Thailand.
Oh, wow.
Scouting locations.
Beautiful.
Because the other 2 White Lotuses have been shot at the Four Seasons resorts in Hawaii and then the Four Seasons resorts in Italy. And I think the Four Seasons has 3 different hotels within Thailand. So there's like a mountainy range, a beachy range, and then a something else range. So if he has access to all 3, he can sort of build like a super set out of all 3 of those hotels. So they are heading to Thailand.
There's been like petitions like for other Four Seasons and like small, everyone's petitioning to have it in their town.
Because they want it?
Yeah. And the other rumor is, or the petition is to get Pamela Anderson to play Jennifer Coolidge's sister. Like, so they do like a prequel kind of thing and have Pamela Anderson mourn the loss of Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, jeez. Fans are really into this, huh? They're like writing scripts and stuff.
What great casting it would be.
Yeah.
Do you think when they are filming, because they have to shut down, I assume, the entire hotel, right? You think they
Parts
shut
of
down
it. Parts of it. Yeah.
So do cast then just stay in another part of the hotel while they're filming there, you think?
Don't know. That's a good question.
I would say no.
I would say no. Yeah.
Just go somewhere else?
They transport them in with a
Holiday Inn Express?
I would say that they're staying probably in rented places, like long term, because
Like an Airbnb.
Yeah,
that's what they do here.
Because
that's
that
what they
first
do here.
season
Yeah.
of White Lotus, they filmed it during COVID when the world was shut down.
Yes.
So they had that entire property in Hawaii all to themselves. So why wouldn't the cast just stay on the opposite end of the property inside the hotel?
Maybe they did then.
Right?
Maybe
they always
did.
stay in houses and stuff or condos. Because I mean, when Devon Sawa was filming Chucky, he was in the condo building next to me.
Interesting. Cool.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Huge drama. So yesterday we were talking new couple alert with Harry Styles and Emily Ratajkowski.
Oh, yeah.
And now what's coming out is that Emily Ratajkowski is like devastated that video was released with her making out with Harry Styles.
Why, she's still with the comedian, Eric
No,
Andre?
because Emily Ratajkowski and Olivia Wilde are really good friends.
So she was hoping that she could make out with Harry and no one would see?
So a source says that this is a, quote, betrayal, because if you remember, Olivia and Emily were hanging out together at the Vanity Fair Oscars bash.
Yeah.
And then last June, Olivia and Emily were seated right next to each other at the VIP section of Harry's concert in Paris, where they were like up dancing together when Harry was Olivia's boyfriend at the time. Emily even came to Olivia's defense when she was getting all that criticism for her relationship with Harry Styles when they were promoting Don't Worry, Darlings. And this is what she said to LUK at the time. This is Emily talking. She goes, in the past year with Amber Heard and Olivia Wilde and the craziness of putting them in this box as if they're monsters or witches, there's nuance to it. But when you see the way that the whole world reacts to women, it's really hard not to want to go to the extreme side of it. I feel very protective of her.
So protective. I'll kiss her man.
Right?
I mean, they should have just gone into the van they were kissing next to and no one would have seen them.
I'm protecting you from other women
I'm
out there.
so protective of you. First of all, I'm so protective of you, I'm even going to protect your ex.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm going to protect you from yourself.
Yes.
You feel like kissing women?
Yeah.
Here, kiss me.
I know.
I'm doing this for my friend.
I love you so much that I know how much it would hurt you to see your ex-boyfriend kissing a stranger. So you know what I'm going to do to protect you? Kiss him myself.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Damn. Your whole friendship out the window. Friendship out the window.
Right? I am so protective of you.
Oh, come on now.
Like, how do you come back from that?
You don't.
I'm so protective of you.
No. There's a new spot there for a friend.
And you're in Tokyo. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But,
You think people in Tokyo don't have phones?
I'm so protective of you. I'm going to fly all the way to Tokyo.
Yeah.
To make sure your ex isn't making out with anybody.
Man.
Right?
So has Olivia Wilde said anything?
Apparently,
not,
from this article, the only thing that they say is that she's staying far away from the drama and taking the high road. But, protection.
Damn.
The 2023 iHeartRadio Music Awards went down. Taylor Swift winning the Innovator Award for the night last night. Taylor?
With, the Innovator Award, I never a single time woke up in the morning and thought, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to go innovate some stuff. Things need to be innovated, and I'm going to be the one that does it. But what I did do was try to make the right decision for me at the time, whether or not it had ever been successfully done before. And I think maybe that might be the key, because oftentimes in any industry, people are looking for a precedent or, data that shows this idea is a good one or a feasible one. People want an example of something working before. But I think the coolest ideas or moves or choices are the new ones, the ones that set a new precedent. Really want everyone to know, especially young people, that the hundreds or thousands of dumb ideas that I've had are what led me to my good ideas. You have to give yourself permission to fail.
Not that I ever would, but my life is not designed to win something like an Innovator Award. Because my life would become miserable if I did ever win something like an Innovator Award. Because everything that I would do in my life after that, my family would look at me and go, I could close a window, and they'd be like, very innovative way of closing that window.
Oh, you just get roasted so hard.
I could not do anything. There would be nothing I could do.
Take a fork out of the drawer and be like, wow, innovative.
Thank you. The way my life would be ruined if I ever won something like an
Fall
Innovator
asleep on the
Award.
couch. As soon as you wake up, your daughter be staring at you. Dad, the way you slept on that couch, your body half hanging off, a little bit of drool on your face. Innovative.
Like, I would be ruined.
Yeah. They'd make you t-shirts and everything.
Oh my God.
And you would have to wear the shirt.
Bro, I would be, it would end I would be over. I would be over. Pink's reaction to winning the Icon Award at the 2023 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
I usually do try to joke or be self-deprecating in these moments, but I want to be a better friend to myself tonight, so I would like to try and say something honest. Every room, I love you too, I want to tackle you. Every room I walk into, my heart walks in first. Every lyric that I write is my heart crying, raging, hoping, screaming, pleading. You have watched me do this sifting through life's messiness for almost 25 years. And some of you find what I do annoying, and some of you find it brave, and I just find it necessary. I think as human beings, we are vulnerable from the time we are born until the time we die, and most of us spend our entire lives running from that. Vulnerability means the ability to be wounded. I have decided to make vulnerability my life's work. And for those of you around the world that have joined me on this adventure, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I get to do this with my one precious life. Most of all, Willow and Jameson, I am grateful to be your mama.
So good.
She's the best.
On the red carpet for Air, the Ben Affleck movie, he plays Phil Knight. And there's one famous picture of Phil Knight from years ago where he's in his office and he's got like an old ass computer behind him and he's on like an old ass big phone, but he's got his feet up on his desk and he's barefoot, right? Like that's the super famous picture of Bill Knight while they were working at the deal with Nike and Michael Jordan.
Okay.
And Michael Jordan and his mom. I don't know if you've ever, do you remember the picture at all?
I'm looking for it right
Just
now.
Google Phil Knight feet.
Oh, man.
Yes, I know. Oh, I know. It should be the first thing that comes up.
It is.
Right?
Thank God.
Okay, yes. So that's the famous picture. So here is Ben Affleck, who, of course, plays Phil Knight in the movie, talking about that shot.
I didn't even go for a pedicure, to be honest. And I'm not. It's not that I'm not vain, because I am. It's just that I don't have that much foresight. And I should have done a pedicure. Now that I'm kind of panicking inwardly, thinking about the freeze frames on the internet, or like there's going to be some fungus or something. But it's such a great picture of here's a guy's shoe company, has no shoes on, feet up at the desk. It said a lot about him, and it was fun.
No. If that was me,
yep.
I'm doing all of it.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
But you're so busy, though. Like, he's directing the movie.
So
he's
what?
starring
Make time
in the
for a
movie.
pedi.
Ain't got no time for a pedi.
Lotion up your heels.
I've never had time for a pedicure.
Bro, you have time for a pedicure.
No,
Yeah.
no. I've never once had enough time in my life for a pedicure.
I promise you have time for a pedicure.
No.
Yeah.
No. I've had COVID 3 times and I still have never had time for a pedicure.
Well, that's why.
I've been forced at home.
Did you not see the study? That's why you got COVID.
Is that why? Nasty toes?
Not enough pedicures.
Shut up. The season 2 premiere of Yellow Jackets over the weekend was, I believe, Showtime's most successful premiere they've had in like a decade. 2 million people across all their platforms tuned into the premiere and their on-demand service. The previous record for Showtime was set by Dexter Newblood in 2021, but before that, it was like 10 years.
Queer as Folk?
It had been a decade. No, not even close. And they increased their own audience 110% from the season 1 premiere. So a lot of people into Yellow Jacket. Josh Brolin, I don't know if you saw this post reacting to the school shooting in Nashville. Josh Brolin really summed up what a lot of people are thinking at this time, which is he just simply wrote, enough, whether it's the people, not the guns, or it's the guns, not the people, to say that our country is actively doing anything in its power to help avert this absolute random slaughter of our children categorizes you in either total denial or living some fantasy of ambush that should render you unfit to take care of yourself or others. He wrapped it up by saying, F you, America, for not protecting our children. The shooting yesterday is the latest in a series, a long list of mass shootings. This was somebody who the police identified as, what's the name here? Audrey Hale, 28 years old. Apparently there was like a manifesto and maps and all this other stuff. And according to the cops, they may have resented having to go to that school because it was a Catholic school when Audrey was young. So that's sort of where it all came from. But yeah, it's just another one. Oh, you know what's interesting is I had no idea that The Bachelor was even really on. Is that crazy?
You still watch that show?
I don't see it. I don't see people
Monday nights
talking
on City
about it.
TV.
Yeah, no, I know. But is it because other years where like stuff catches, right? Whether it's the drama or the guy's a jerk or the house is full of douchebags, whatever it is, sometimes it catch. Was this just normal people trying to fall in love this season?
I would say that The Bachelor himself wasn't probably as compelling maybe as others, and the contestants weren't as... It wasn't a lot of drama this season, to be quite honest with you. Not a ton of drama this season.
And I think that they sort of like, I don't know, I think they overfixed the show. You know, after everything went down with like Chris Harrison and like all that stuff, I think they overcorrected because you need like, it's been a long time on that show since you've had like, you know, somebody like Psycho Chad, right?
Yeah.
You know, that you can sort of build drama around.
I also think shows like Love is Blind and
Yes,
Too
you're
Hot
right.
to Handle,
You're
like
right.
all the stuff on the streaming platforms
Yep.
are so much more. It's like what Bachelor used to be.
Yes.
But these guys and girls on these shows, on the streaming platforms, they get away with a lot more. Right?
So here is, it was down to the final last night, and here is Zach saying no to Gabby.
Knowing you, falling in love with you has made me a better man. But
always a but.
I know, you don't have to say it.
I know.
You don't have to say it.
Say it, say it.
As much as I've been falling in love with you,
I don't want to hear it.
Say it, say it.
Say it.
I really do wish nothing but the best for you.
Oh,
he didn't say it.
Come on. But Katie did get the ring. Here's the proposal.
I love you so much. I love you with all my heart. And you're the face that I want to wake up to every morning. I love you so much.
I love you.
So.
Oh my God.
Katie. Will you marry me?
Absolutely.
Come on. I'm still amazed on those shows, like especially The Bachelor, that even right down at the end, they already have it in their head who they're going to propose to, but they're still very much on the, I'm in love with two people. Like, it's crazy to me that you can do the I'm in love with you, but no. Like right to the end, I've fallen in love with two people.
Mm-hmm. And that's what the girl who didn't get picked, what's her name? Gabby said yesterday. She was really annoyed that he was, in love with both, and he would still put her through that whole anthem.
Yes. Like, and I get faking it and having to go through the process.
You have to.
Yeah, but no, but it's just being very cool with the fact that like you've fallen in love with two people. Like, give me a break with that.
That's the formula of the show.
I've fallen in love with two people.
You have to do it.
Come on, I know you have to do it, but at the end you can say, listen, I don't love you. Right? I'm in love with somebody else. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the show. Mm-hmm. But they get to the end now and they're like, I love them both. I'm in love with both of them. Please. I'm in love with both of them.
Damn. For someone who hasn't watched a Bachelor series in years?
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
You got a lot to say.
Yeah. Right? I do. Yeah.
That was like a Twitter thread.
Listen,
right there.
I may not have watched The Bachelor, but I haven't forgotten how to watch The Bachelor. Okay.
Facts.
Do we have time for anything else or no?
The Gwyneth Paltrow guy.
Yeah, let's do Gwyneth Paltrow. So her accuser, the 76-year-old former retired optometrist, Terry Sanderson, took the stand. This is the case where Terry says that he was skiing down a hill in Utah and Gwyneth smacked into him. Gwyneth says that she was skiing down a hill in Utah and he smacked into her. He's suing for $300,000. She is suing for $1. Here's Terry.
I just remember everything was great, and then I heard something I've never heard at a ski resort, and that was a blood-curdling scream.
Oh.
Just, I can't do it. It was, and then, boom.
Bro, that's so weak.
And it was like somebody was out of control and gonna hit a tree and was gonna die. And that's what I had until I was hit.
That's what was going on in your mind.
Overruled?
That's what's going on in your mind when you hear that scream.
That was instantaneous. Oh my gosh, somebody's out of control. And they're really seriously out of control. I got hit in my back so hard, and I'm right at my shoulder blades, and it felt like, and was perfectly centered, and the fists and the poles were right there at the bottom of my shoulder blades. Serious smack. Never been hit that hard, and I'm flying.
Terry, did you cause the ski collision with Ms. Paltrow?
Stop it.
The blood-curdling scream is what sent me. Right? He's like, I've never heard this sound on a ski resort before.
Bro, the man got hurt, okay?
Yeah, but you know what that reminded me of? What it sounded. I was like, what song is that from? Right?
Yeah.
Like, listen again. What song is this from? This same sound. Right?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's the same. It's the same.
Lollapalooza in Brazil is offering refunds after Drake was replaced over the weekend with Skrillex as the headliner. Drake was scheduled. Oof, that's a rough switch. Drake was scheduled to perform, closing out the 3-day event on Sunday. The announcement of Drake's cancellation came just hours before he was set to hit the stage. Organizers pointed out to, quote, unforeseen circumstances that left Drake, quote, without members of his sound and production team essential to the realization of the Lollapalooza show in Sao Paulo. Read the transcript that was translated. They said that Drake was excited to perform for his fans in Brazil. Unfortunately, this is beyond his control. Sorry, however, just hours before he was supposed to hit the stage in Brazil, this is the early hours of Sunday, Drake was spotted at a Miami strip club called the Booty Trap, where he was celebrating 50 Cent's birthday. And everybody was posting that on social media. At the Argentina show, Lollapalooza last week, Drake did manage to headline. However, he was criticized on social media for reportedly cutting his headlining performance down from an hour and a half to 40 minutes. So this is a money thing, right? Has to be a money thing. There's no way it's not a money thing.
Can you imagine showing up here? I need a one dance.
Yeah.
Right? And meanwhile, everyone in Brazil, they're getting this.
Don't get me wrong. There's a place for Skrillex, right?
Yeah,
I dig Skrillex, but
I love Skrillex.
But
and I
that's
think
not
Skrillex is great.
It's not a comparable, right?
No.
Like
if I show up expecting Drake,
thank you.
This would throw me off.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah. Like you'll pay certain money to see certain artists.
But I need to be prepared. I need to know in advance.
Thank you.
That this is what I'm getting.
Yes.
And I'm not getting nice for what?
Right. Even for 40 minutes.
Even for 40 minutes.
Right? Yeah. It looks like he had a lot of fun at the Booty Trap, though.
Listen.
Looks like a great
You're not
birthday
walking
party.
into a place called the Booty Trap and leaving with a frown on your face.
No, it looked
Okay.
like a great birthday party. Mm-hmm. Right? Like a great birthday party. 50 Cent looks like he was having fun.
I don't know, guys. It sounds like Roz is throwing out ideas for the bachelor party. throwing out some hints.
Bro, I do not want to go to the Booty Trap.
Don't worry. I'll send out the invite later.
No.
I'll book us a table.
I would not feel safe in a place like the Booty Trap. Okay, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I don't want to. I'm not going to get on a plane. First of all, like if anybody's going to go, you can't fly somewhere.
Why are you getting so flustered?
I'm not. I'm like I have no I have no problem with places like that. But I'm just saying that the idea of flying to a strip joint to me is just a step too far.
Oh, okay. Well, guess what?
Just a step too far.
Road trip.
Hey, they've got a good menu there.
At the Booty Trap?
They have a tuna salad sandwich.
Booty nuggets? Booty tuna?
They got spaghetti?
They have chicken breast.
Uh-huh.
They
Right?
have
They got booty
they have
bread?
sloppy Joe.
Sloppy booty? With some booty bread? Sounds like a great menu.
They have ham and cheese.
Sure do.
Booty ham?
What about dessert?
Booty cheese?
No dessert.
Booty pie?
No cakes?
No.
Come on now. No booty tart?
No.
Interesting.
What else do they have? All beef hot dog.
Yep.
Booty beef. Kelsey Ballerini, who's a huge artist, and I don't know, where was this from, Maury? Where is she doing
It's from
this? Just
Country Countdown show.
Oh, okay. So she was doing something, and she, for some weird reason, does an incredible Jennifer Coolidge impression.
Oh.
Right? And like, it's beyond impressive for somebody who does not do this sort of thing for a living. So listen to this.
There are people that are better at this than me, as most things, but I can do a decent Jennifer Coolidge impression. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, you look like the 4th of July. Oh my God. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
On
right?
point.
So good.
Kelsey Ballerini, killing it. That's amazing. Hold on.
Can do a decent Jennifer Coolidge impression. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, you look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Right? Wow. She's great at it.
Killing it.
Hey, Shem, have you ever tried to get on Raya?
That's the dating app, right?
It's the celebrity dating app.
Yeah,
you
no.
you need to be vouched for and like all of this other stuff. No,
Man, I'm not even verified on Instagram.
I guess.
Do
Yeah,
we
you're not
know
gonna get
like
on
what
Raya.
celebrities are on Raya?
No, it's all confidential.
It's all super confidential. But I've known people who have been on Raya before.
Oh, do tell.
And it like when you think like celebrities, you know, maybe you're like flipping through and you get the idea that it's going to be full of people from like reality shows and like maybe a couple, you know, C-list cast members from, you know, CW shows that you've never heard of. Those people are on there, but also very recognizable and famous people.
Like Jennifer Aniston?
No, I'm not saying Jennifer Aniston.
No, but
I'm just saying, I mean, that's next level, but I'm saying
Kim Kardashian?
No.
Vince Vaughn?
It's like Vince Vaughn level people where you recognize them
love
instantly.
too.
Where you recognize them instantly. So Lil Nas X was talking to James Corden about Raya, and listen to this.
So how do you date? How do you meet people?
Raya. Use Raya.
When did you stop using Raya?
I think I stopped using Raya, like, it just, like, it fell off for me, and I just, like, started to meet people in person. And Raya is just very famous. Everyone's famous on there. I've met quite a few famous guys. I think I've come to know that I don't like dating famous people.
Okay. Have any of them ever done carpool karaoke?
For sure.
Celine Dion?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it Michael Bublé?
I'm not going to tell you. Michael Bublé.
Imagine?
Yeah, I was. You caught me.
Have you been Michael Bublé?
Could you imagine? Michael Bublé is gay?
No.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, he's hot and he's got a hell of a voice.
Yeah.
So here are some celebrities who have admitted publicly to using Raya in the past. Emily Ratajkowski.
Okay.
Olivia Rodrigo. Drew Barrymore. Demi Lovato. Channing Tatum was on Raya. So like that's the level of like you're scrolling through. Mine is scrolling through where it's like
Channing Tatum.
Them
abs.
I'm not even gay.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, what's up, man?
You want to hang?
Yes. X-Files is getting rebooted, I'm just reading today, by Ryan Coogler.
Oh, nice.
Which is crazy because we just started watching X-Files last night, starting at season 1, episode 1 with Rox.
And?
Loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
Does it like hold up at all?
Yeah,
Didn't they come
it
back
actually
too
does.
recently?
No, I know they did that movie years ago, but like
I thought they redid it like a couple years ago.
I don't know. It's but he's doing so. X-Files creator Chris Carter says Ryan Coogler's got his work cut out for him because we covered so much territory, and he's also saying that this new version will be quote will have a diverse cast. No other details in that yet. But the crazy thing about watching X-Files now is that season 1, episode 1 was 1992.
Does it look like it's 1992?
Yeah.
The hair, yes, Maury. The clothes, like Gillian Anderson's suits. Fox Mulder's like big thick ties and like his hair. Like aesthetically, it does look like the early 90s. But the great thing is that back then, TV shows didn't really have the sort of tech to do these incredible, spectacular special effects. So what you realize when you're watching the X-Files is because they couldn't do all of that, they just had to have really good writing.
Yeah.
And so the writing in the show is really great because
So you just force you to use your imagination.
Because they don't have to. They don't have the ability to cover everything with CGI and whatnot.
It
right?
did come back in 2017 for an 11th season of 10 episodes.
In 2017, really, with Gillian Anderson.
That's right.
I
Both of
watched
them,
that.
yeah.
That show was so popular. I used to go to a bar on Fridays and watch X-Files. Or at 10 o'clock, they would shut off all the music and they'd pull a big screen down on the wall and project it onto the thing. And the place would be packed. There'd be 100 people in there watching the
They
X-Files.
did the same thing at Woody's with Queer as Folk.
Yeah. Same thing. Same.
Look at that.
But anyway, I'm loving it. I'm loving the X-Files. Yeah, so Ryan Coogler's going to redo that.
Sure, I like him.
I love the feud or the fake feud, I guess it is, between Matt Damon and Jimmy Kimmel. So ever since Jimmy Kimmel started his show, he had this ongoing thing of where he would always say at the end of his show. Hey, our apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time, and we'll book him for a future show. So they've just had this ongoing feud, right?
Like 20 years now?
Close to it, I guess.
Right?
Yeah. So Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are out promoting Air, and Jimmy Kimmel was also on the red carpet. But this is Matt Damon talking to E.T. when they asked if he would ever bury the hatchet with Jimmy Kimmel.
Hey, I'd love to take a picture with you, but we ran out of time.
Hey, are you ever going to kiss and make up with Kimmel?
No. He's an Why would I ever do that? He's a terrible human being. He's a demonstrably bad man.
Okay.
And the feud began in 2005, by the way.
2005. And then so on Kimmel, Ben Affleck was on Kimmel. And Ben Affleck sort of tried to play mediator and maybe bring the two of them together.
Honest to God, it would mean a lot to me if you would just ask him one question about the movie. You know, he worked really hard on it, and I'll tell you what, I can get him on the phone, please.
All right, fine, call him.
Thank you.
This will be your wedding gift. I didn't get you anything.
I was wondering.
Yeah, this will be it. I know I had a year. Let's just get it over with, though. And I'm only asking him one question, okay?
I'm getting him on the phone right now.
What am I going to ask him? Okay.
All FaceTime?
Yeah.
Of course, he's probably available.
Hey, guys! What's up, everybody? I'm on the show! Yes! I'm on the show! Thank you for calling. Hey, man, that was very big of you.
Whatever. This is a gift to Ben and J-Lo only, not to you.
What?
So, all right, so you play Sonny Vaccaro, who I have to admit you captured pretty well. How do you approach playing a real person compared to playing a fictional character, okay?
Nice. That's actually a really good question. Thank you. Okay, so the thing is, when you approach any role as an actor, the first thing you do is you're going to want to talk to, if you can, the person that you're going to play. You want to talk to the people around the person.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. It seems like we're having a connection problem with the Wi-Fi. Matt, can you hear us?
Oh, no. Come on. You make Guillermo cut the Wi-Fi?
It's so good. That's a long bit, man. They are committed to that. Quickly before we go, Succession draws 2.3 million viewers for the premiere on Sunday night. That is the highest rated episode of Succession that they've done. You know, I still don't like the opening to this show, eh?
What's growing on me now?
That's crazy. I like the song.
It aggravates me.
Oh, like, you mean the song or like just the visuals for
both.
it?
Both.
Do you do interpretive dance to it at home with Catherine?
No, I just told you I hate it.
Oh.
Bop your head a little bit, man. You get into it.
I dig the song, but I'm with you. Like, I just find the intro for it is too long.
Yeah.
And I just fast forward right to the
same
to the beginning of the show. Like, I don't mind hearing this part, right? I'm like, okay, good. And then I fast forward.
That, and when I hear that, I go searching for the remote.
Right?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, which Catherine's usually sitting on, which means I have to put my hand on her ass. So when this song starts, she usually looks at me and goes, ooh. And then I go, not you. Not you.
Right, you turning down the She's literally throwing it at you. And you're like, nah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Nick Cannon says that he doesn't give the mothers of his children a, quote, monthly allowance, but he gives them whatever they want. I think this is terrible.
What? He gives them...
So he was talking about how he sort of provides, and he referred to himself as a provider, and then clarified what he meant. And he said that he doesn't give the moms a, quote, monthly allowance or a set amount of money, but does give them whatever they need. He said, I don't give myself that guideline. What they need, they get. He goes on to say, there's never been something that one of the mothers of my children has asked me for that they didn't receive. This is why I think that this is a total douche move, is that instead of just saying, let's have somebody figure out what I owe you and what what you need for you and what you need for the kid and everything else, he's now put all of these women in a position of where whenever they need something, they have to come asking for it, as opposed to them having their own money, where they can then make whatever choices they want to not have to always be beholden to him. That's kind of a douche move. Am I wrong? Like, am I
also
crazy?
found it kind of weird that he said provider, not father.
I think he was talking about the women, though, as opposed to the children. A third of people who are currently looking for a man said that being bald or under 5'7" would have no impact on their decision to date them. Overall, 63% of singles said personality is far more important. A third of respondents currently looking for a man said that being bald and under 5'7" would have no impact, but why? So here's the rub in the headline, because I know Maury just did the woo, right?
Well, I'm the only short man in the room.
I said, hey, it's a great time to be a short, bald guy. Maury, you made this sound? Woo! According to the poll, one key benefit, they say, of dating a short, bald guy is that they probably won't cheat on you. 72% said they'd be less worried that their man would cheat if they were short, bald, or seen as the less attractive one in the relationship.
What does that say about the tall, hot guys like you?
What a terrible headline. That is like a day maker, day breaker.
Mm-hmm. Also, Maury, you should not be wooing. You're happily married. Sorry. Maury, you should not be wooing.
You are
married.
Yeah, I wore my wedding ring today.
Your what ring?
Your
what ring? Your what ring? Your what ring?
Your wedding
what now?
ring.
Uh-huh.
See,
yeah?
He can't even say it.
No.
I'm wearing my wedding ring. You can't even say it, man.
No. The commitment circle. Here's some gut-wrenching news. Getting less than 8 hours sleep every night could be a massive contributing factor to your belly fat. Published in the Journal of Sleep Medicine, a new study explores the link between sleep deprivation and visceral fat, a dangerous belly fat that builds up around vital organs and has been tied to metabolic diseases and insulin resistance. The goal is to get 7 to 8 hours sleep a night.
I wish.
With new research showing that 1 less hour of sleep could result in an overall increase of 12 grams of visceral fat mass. They also say that it sort of plateaus at 8 hours, so there's no extra benefit to, say, sleeping 10.
Gotcha.
The findings come after years of warnings about the dangers of sleep deprivation, such as increased risk of infection, brain aging, and even behavioral changes. So,
if I were to get 8 hours of sleep, I'd have to go to bed at like 5 p.m.
Yes.
Or 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah, it's
I can't
just
do
not
that.
possible.
And I've been struggling with my sleep lately.
Yeah.
Where I'm waking up almost every hour to hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I get a straight hour of sleep or whatever.
Right.
Or hour and a half. And then I wake up. And then I can't fall back asleep for like 15 minutes.
And this is continuous 8 hours, not like 2 and then 2 and then 4. Right? Like this is, you can't you can't do like a nap in the afternoon. This is 8 continuous hours.
So you guys know I track my sleeping, right?
Yeah.
So last night, for example, I slept 5 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But within those 5 hours and 15 minutes, I woke up 4 times.
Right. Shem just tracked his sleeping and said 2018. Jeremy Renner sat down to do an interview with Diane Sawyer, which is the whole thing is going to air on April 6th, where he goes into detail about when he got run over by that giant snow removal machine, that like the giant snowcat, which is the size of a tank. Like it wasn't a snowblower or like even a plow on the front of a truck. Like this is a tank that he got run over with. And in this clip, they sort of dive around a little bit. They play a little bit of the 911 call and then go through all of his injuries. And it is brutal.
Do you remember the pain?
Oh, all of it. Yeah, I was awake through every moment.
Who risked his own life to try to save his nephew.
I just perfectly see him in a pool of blood coming from his head. When I ran up to him, I didn't think he was alive.
I'd do it again.
You'd do it again?
Yeah, I'd do it again. Because it's going right at my nephew.
You have a video which is haunting. It's January 1st at 8:42.
Yeah.
You are 13 minutes away.
Someone's been run over by a snowcat. Hurry. He's been crossed. There's a lot of blood over here. He is in rough shape. Keep breathing, man. Keep fighting. Hang in there, brother.
This is a sound of someone that was dying.
8 ribs broken in 14 places. Yeah. Right knee, right ankle broken, left leg tibia broken, the left ankle broken, right clavicle broken, right shoulder broken, face eye socket, the jaw, the mandible broken, lung collapsed, pierced from the rib bone, your liver, which sounds terrifying.
Yeah. And then like, what's my body look like? Am I just going to be like a spine and a brain, like a science experiment?
I heard that you had, in sign language, you said to your family, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
You look in the mirror and do you see the same face?
No, I see a lucky man.
Wow, huh?
When that incident happened and I heard about the injury.
Yeah.
I didn't think that Jeremy Renner was going to make it.
No. And it's the wild thing is when you see the clips of this interview, Jeremy Renner sitting there, like he looks very much like Jeremy Renner. And to go through every injury that he had, to think that this is 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 months.
Everything
he came back from all that.
Everything in his body must ache.
Yeah. 3 months.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's a lucky guy.
No, I know. Owen Wilson, huge Rolling Stones fan. And I didn't know this, but I guess if you're like a giant Rolling Stones fan, you can get like lifetime passes to Rolling Stones.
What?
Yeah. Listen to Owen Wilson tell this story and then how it ended so horribly for him.
I went to see the Rolling Stones in Argentina. We got these special laminates, all access, that were good for the rest of your life. That night at the concert, I'm kind of wandering around, and I ended up right at this place where I could look over and see Mick Jagger, and then all of a sudden he bolts during Jumping Jack Flash and comes running down, and it turns out where I was kind of part of the stage, and then someone came running over, get out of here, move, you're not supposed to be here. Oh, no. And then I get a call the next morning from Mick's security team, do you have that laminate? Yes, I still have it. Okay, we're going to come over and pick it up.
They revoked your whole pass?
The
lifetime pass?
Yeah, the lifetime pass. I only had it for,
He had it one day. He went to one show.
And he screwed up. He went through the wrong door. He can't be trusted.
Went to one show.
Couldn't they adjust the type of pass so he had like general admission?
Bro, I know.
Right? Or you get seats like in the you know how the press area in the front of the stage?
Yeah.
Right? Where magazines and newspapers, the photographers take photos? Yeah. Why couldn't he get like passes for that?
One show and you screw it all up. There is a principal in Florida, school principal for a charter school who was resigned because she fell victim to a scam. I guess somebody got a hold of her pretending to be Elon Musk, and Elon Musk said, hey, if you give me $100,000, I'll give you even more for your school.
What?
Oh, my God.
Tradesies?
This is somebody who educates children. So here's a clip of the resignation.
I am a very smart lady, well-educated. I fell for a scam.
Somehow she believed it, matching funds with this guy, and he was supposed to give like $6 million to the school.
I put myself into this position and into this mess, and I made a bad decision.
You think?
Yeah, so she took $100,000 of the school's money to give it to Elon Musk because Elon Musk said that he was going to give her $6 million for the school.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Right? That's what Facebook does.
I was I almost got hooked on a phone scam once where they were selling me on all these great prizes.
Yeah.
And it was like, all you have to do is give us, it was like $1,000 or $400. I can't remember the exact dollar amount.
Yeah.
And you're entered into the draw. And the 3 prizes you could win are a trip to the Bahamas.
Oh.
A Ford truck.
Oh.
Or, guys, a very expensive pen.
Really?
Did you get any of
fancy
those?
pen. Well, I didn't give my money.
No, he didn't give his money. He didn't fall for it. But you got close though, huh?
Close. I was on the phone with this person for like 30 or so minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, tell me more.
I almost got scammed during the show one day when my phone rang. And it was somebody who was like trying to get my credit card or whatever. But, but
hold on, let me get my wallet.
No, and I'll tell you why. And I've said this before, and I'm not trying to advise criminals on how to better streamline their organizations to get more money out of people. But there was one reason and one reason only that I almost fell victim to a scam, which I will never fall victim to a scam like this. The only reason I almost fell victim was because the person who called me was a woman.
Really? So trusting.
Yep. Damn. Yep. I'm like, why would a woman call me and scam me? Right? You never think that. Would you?
Look at me.
No, because it's always just greasy guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, pal.
Yes. It's always dudes. And I was reading my credit card number out in this room until I got to like 5 numbers left. And I was like, wait a minute. Why don't you already know my number?
She's like, never mind that. Just give me
Never mind. Exactly. Yeah. And she was sweet and like nice and everything else. So I'm telling you. Okay. You wanna up your organization's year end? Hire women. Right? I'm telling you, okay? Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler are out doing a ton of promo for Murder Mystery 2. I want to play this clip on Fallon where Jennifer Aniston is talking about Adam Sandler's fashion, because Sandler just wears like whatever, right? You only ever see him in like oversized shorts and like a hoodie and
like tracksuits.
Yeah. So here's Jennifer Aniston talking about Adam Sandler's fashion.
Honoring the Sandman.
Yeah.
At the Kennedy Center for the Mark Twain Award.
Yeah, he dressed up too. I saw him. He wore a suit. Isn't it weird to see him in his... Isn't it weird to see him in a suit?
It is weird because he kind of looks like he's just playing dress up.
Yeah.
And he kind of just seems very uncomfortable.
He doesn't want to wear a suit.
No. We were in Italy doing the first one, and it was, nice dinner we were invited to, and Jackie looked beautiful in an eyelet dress.
His wife,
hair was done. Jackie Sandler, the amazing Jackie Sandler. And he shows up in basketball shorts, satin basketball shorts with white piping.
Yep.
And Nike high tops and a turquoise velour Izod that had no relationship to that. Like it was just. But he kind of, Vogue did this. Vogue, basically gave him the style icon, made him a style icon of some sort. Yes.
They said because that's what his
now
move forever.
Now he's like, Vogue said I was amazing like this.
So, and this is no joke. December 21st, 2021, the headline in Vogue, Adam Sandler is this year's fashion icon, and we love it.
Oh my God, they justified it.
So last night on the red carpet for Murder Mystery, Jennifer Aniston just looks dynamite because she always looks dynamite. Red carpet ready. Everybody else is red carpet ready. This is the moment where Jennifer Aniston sees Adam Sandler on the carpet, the red carpet for the world premiere of the brand new movie, wearing a hoodie.
Hey! What the hell are you doing? I'm not standing next to him.
I didn't do it.
What?
You said it. You texted me.
I didn't.
Please wear your sweatshirt.
I said, please don't wear your sweatshirt.
You said don't.
Skip that word.
Oh my God, these two.
Listen, miscommunication. Anyway.
Oh my
Style
God.
icon.
I cannot
Icon.
wait for that. Murder Mystery on Netflix. Murder Mystery 2 on Netflix tomorrow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dumb phones are on the rise with Gen Z.
What is it?
So dumb phones, like how like your iPhone and everything else, your Galaxy or whatever the hell they are, smartphones.
Yeah.
Dumb phones are phones that give you talk, text, GPS, and hotspot. So no social media apps, no anything like that, right? And the sales for these are not for like older people who have trouble dealing with apps and everything else. The uptick in sales are from people who are younger, like the sort of younger Gen Z set, who sort of understand a little bit more about what all that does for mental health, and they are self-monitoring their own screen times. But because everything is so in your face all the time, instead of just sort of self-regulating, they're opting to get like those old Nokias kind of thing, which they still sell like 10,000 of those things a month, right? Yeah. And there's new companies that make them too. I think there's one company called Punked and one company called Light that I saw. Punked.
I'm not going to trust a company named Punked.
Okay.
Because I feel like
but it looks like, but it's a cool phone. Like it looks like an iPhone, only there's nothing on it. Like it's small and there's nothing on it. It's talk, text, GPS, hotspot, and then I think one other thing that they allow you to
Like
maps or something like that. Right?
How do I get my Instagram then?
You don't.
That's the point.
That's the point. Thank you, Maury.
I need this.
How do I get on Reddit?
You don't. I know if anybody needs this, it's Maury.
I asked my husband last night to help me with my screen time, and every day for him to physically take my phones away from me.
Yeah.
Phones.
It's so funny too. Maury's sitting here going like, oh my God, I'm always on my phone. I need to be on my phone. I'm 2 days in a row now. I message Maury hours before he gets back to me.
Because Matthew took my phone away now. That's the new rule.
You were emailed me in that time though.
Because that's a laptop. I'm not allowed to use my new house rules.
Yeah. What's the new house rule?
When he gets home from work, he takes my phone away so I spend time with him.
Yeah, right. How long is that going to last?
I give it till tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. There's something else I wanted to do here. What are you laughing at, Shem?
It's beautiful love, man. I just love hearing it.
How much time do you spend on your phone, Shem? Lots,
oh,
huh?
bro, way too much. Way too much.
Do you feel like it affects you mentally?
I'm pretty good at compartmentalizing, but there are some times where I do a little imposter syndrome and I look at people's lives and I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I had that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it happens.
Yeah. Like whose lives? Like
yours, man.
No, shut. I don't post anything. When's the last time I posted on social? Hold on, I'll tell you.
January.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Was that really the last time that I posted something on social media? On Instagram?
You know that so fast.
What's that?
What's a video of him sitting in his living room?
Yeah, January 25th.
God.
That was my last
Yeah.
post. Jeez. I got to get on that.
Take his phone away now.
But I feel like I'm on social media quite a bit. I just don't post. Like I'm sort of a
creeper.
No, not a creeper. Like there are times where I enjoy it, but I don't feel the need to participate.
Right.
Yeah, if that makes
just
sense.
want to observe.
Yeah, like I'm fine with. I see a lot of stuff and it makes me laugh, and I send stuff to Catherine and everything else.
Yeah.
I love when fans message me. Love that. It's always great talking to fans, but I don't feel the need to participate in social media. Like that's sort of where I'm at. Now I'm gonna post something today.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I'm gonna post something today.
A TikTok video?
No, TikTok. No, you know they don't have TikTok in China. I found that out today.
What?
They don't have TikTok. They don't have actual TikTok. They have like the first version of TikTok made by that company that made TikTok for the rest of the world. But the version of TikTok that they have in China isn't even called TikTok.
What's it called?
And it's not integrated with TikTok. I think it's called like Douya or something like that, or Danya or something. I'm not sure what it's called, but
Danya.
it's not. But it's not TikTok.
Damn.
It's like not the same thing. Like it's not even integrated with TikTok. They get a whole separate thing. And then they release the one that steals all your info to the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's what we all have.
Right? That's what we all have.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Juliette Lewis has been crushing it lately. She's been on hit show after hit show. But the great thing about Juliette Lewis is that if she ever has an up year or a down year, we all end our year with Juliette Lewis. And that is because when she was a young kid, she was one of the stars of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And just in case you're wondering what that means to Juliette Lewis, here's a little bit of the conversation she had with Kelly Clarkson.
Well, I know that you've talked about this a billion times, but my family will actually kill me if I don't bring it up. Okay. So you're welcome. I know people have to always ask you about Christmas Vacation, but like I love this movie.
How can I get mad at that?
Well, I'm just saying it's been a minute, so maybe we shouldn't. But it's one of my favorite. I spend Christmas with you.
You know, I'm midlife, so I'm going through many important, emotional, transitional things, seizing beautiful, learning how to appreciate what you have. And so I get really... I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
no, Christmas Vacation it's so touching.
Yeah.
That every year, as a little, I was just 15. Sorry,
that's so crazy. No, look, I cry so much on this show. No. They have it here for me. It's an incredible thing, though, to be a part of people's lives every Christmas.
They're like, you're a part of my family. People who've lost their parents or whatever, what it meant to them. It's a tradition.
You're a part of those memories.
And so what I'm saying is, no, you can never imagine that is ever going to happen.
Yeah.
in a film you do. I was just 15 years old.
That's so crazy young. Wow.
Chevy Chase is really supportive. Johnny Galecki, of course, who went on to do Big Bang Theory and many other things. And we were just the new Griswold kids at that time.
It was amazing. Anyway, I had to bring it up or my family would kill me.
That's sweet.
That's really nice.
So great. I love
Juliette
her.
Lewis, yes.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.